Hey everybody, today we're looking at the number 7 joiner plane by Grizzly. I've been wanting to get one of these guys for a while, but I didn't really see any YouTube videos on this specific model and like what's out there, so I thought I'd make one for you guys. So the first thing, this thing comes in about $100, so it's pretty cheap. Joiner planes can get up there, as you probably know if you're watching this video. Off the bat, I noticed some things, some chip paint, and there's nothing really special about it, but again, it's $100, so I wasn't really expecting much. One issue that I did have was this lever cap, and you can see that, I've never used this before, and you can see that it's pretty scuffed up. The back looks pretty nasty too. Again, I wasn't expecting a lot, but I was kind of hoping that this would at least wouldn't look so terrible. And the biggest issue that I see with this joiner plane specific is these knob and the tote over here in the back. So for reference, here is my this is the Bench Dog number 4 smoothing plane, and you can see how this knob is just so much bigger and so much you guys can feel it, but it's so much nicer to hold compared to this little guy that is just like, it's just so tiny. Now I have relatively large hands, probably like large to extra large are my hands, and you can see here that this guy is kind of nice and flat, feels really nice, and this one, this kind of sticks out a little bit, so it's just not comfortable to hold at all. Going back here to the tote, again, this feels pretty good. Doesn't feel like perfect. I think a 5.5 might have been better for my hands. But over here, it's just, you can see that it's just squishing my hand up at the top. So that's an issue. So would I recommend this plane? I think it depends, you got to set it up like you would any other plane, but I don't really see any issues with the way that this is built. I think it would work just fine in terms of the cutting side of things, but I don't know if you have big hands like me, this is really going to be uncomfortable for. Now I myself am just a beginner. I'm not trying to buy a lathe and turn one of those knobs and then build a little tote, but it's just me. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather spend my time actually making furniture for my kids. So if that's kind of where you're at, I'd probably stay away from it, but I think it'd be a good plane. Everything else looks great about it. But just something to consider when buying this. Hope this video was helpful for you guys, and thanks.